Hey there lovely people, good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm doing, after a very long time, a lot of videos. There was a time, I have a record of doing one day 9 videos, morning all the way to night. It's insane, but it happened. I was in such not steroids or something, but I was like, very, very energetic, and it's insane. Basically, I don't do that on a regular basis, but usually I try to do 2 videos, maybe 3 tops, but after a long time I'm doing like 4. Okay, so that's, hopefully I can finish it. I'm sorry. Yeah, sorry. Suddenly, like the voice is now breaking. But anyway, so I used to do a lot of videos, but today I feel like, finishing up a lot of my work. I did a sample review, I did individual review, and I did a list. So I feel like talking about this particular point. There are 2-3 points that I have in my head. I don't remember how many I can cover, but let's start. Hopefully you're doing good, your life is doing okay, and you are busy with your regular life, you are physically well, and time is 9:30 a.m. here, so very bright sunny day outside. So I'm doing this video. So today we'll not talk about fragrances. I'll talk about this one thing that I read recently. I'm not very organized. I don't remember a lot of things. I'm not very organized in what I want to say, but I forget also. I read somewhere that don't let people back in your life who constantly bring you back the place that you just are trying to come out of, or you're already out of, and this is very deep saying, and I went through this, and I can explain to you. You'll understand. I try to simplify like layman's term, like I am. Okay, in our lives, we have to deal with a lot of people. When you live in the society or in a city, or like among people, the society has rules. They have law. They have some unwritten rules like courtesies, ethics, and how you live in a neighborhood. Those things, like you have to maintain no noise. You cannot disturb your neighbors. You have to be considerate. So these are a lot of things we maintain, and living in a society is different than living in an island or a jungle by yourself. Over there, you don't even have to wear clothing and stuff, right? You can take nature's call anywhere. So there nobody's watching you, judging you, and you are not really being watched by media, anybody. So basically over there you are free. A lot of people go and live alone in the jungle, camps, mountains, and I know why. If I could afford it, if I had enough money, I would build like a little cabin, with my supplies and stuff. I just live where there are no people. Older I'm getting, I'm seeing this mental peace is so important. A lot of people want to meet me, and they get the wrong idea that Joyamin is very, very arrogant or something. And I don't blame people, because sometimes I am very tired. Like I don't want to go anywhere outside. Many of you say you have to go out, you have to travel, you have to explore, and staying at home will not get you anywhere. Sometimes I don't want to go anywhere. I want to stay at home, eat, sleep, and then do my work, earn and buy and sell. Like this is a typical thing. But sometimes I do take holidays. I do go to places, drive, stay, and I have friends. I hang out for. Sometimes I just stay overnight and stuff. So anyway, nowadays I'm doing these other things to relax me. Like I'm trying to do music. I found a person that they sing. Okay, and I don't know if we're gonna ever meet or something, but I love her sing. And she plays guitar and all that. She plays a lot of instruments, and I told you so many times, music heals me, and it saved me so many times. I just love music. Okay, it's nothing else, it's just music itself. So coming back to the point, if I could afford, I could go to a place where there are not many people. Why? Because nowadays, I am old. Okay, I don't go out so much because I am not very well physically. The high heat situation gets me very tired, and I like to do things in my private space. I don't want to keep running behind people, because I know that people know me, so they want to talk to me, and stuff. But I want to have certain part of my day where I have my tea, watch some videos, don't read newspaper, but watch a movie or something. That's my relaxation, private time. But a lot of people don't understand, space, especially in Bangladesh country. Like, let's say you are from a developed country, like one of those prominent nations. People understand that you cannot come to visit someone without calling them or texting them, because they may be busy. They may be having people over, they may have things to do. But here people think, like, assume you're always free. You are sitting at home, right? I'm working from home, doesn't matter. But to them, they're like, he's always home, just come down, I'm here. Sometimes people call me like, I'm downstairs, come down. And if it's a very close friend of mine, I know them, I like them, I say yes. But sometimes I am kind of rude, because I say, I'm sorry, brother, you didn't ask me if I'm free. So I'm busy with my work. Yeah, I'm at home, but I have to deal with orders, this and that, and that's it. But there are certain type of people, you meet a lot of these kind of people, in society, in the groups. But there are certain kind of people they always, are like this negative energy, and they're always like evil. They always do things wrong, cheating, drinking, reckless life. Drinking, I am not, you know, because I was there once. I'm not judging you if you drink, but those some of the people, they cannot control their alcohol, or they can control, like, themselves. After a while, they go out of limits, they misbehave, get into fights, and they're always in constant trouble with the law. They get arrested, they get tickets, parking tickets, speeding and stuff. I move myself from this kind of trouble people who do drugs and stuff, you know what I mean. So why? Because I don't want to get into this kind of trouble. I don't like getting into problems. I like obeying law, respecting law. I want to be a law abiding citizen, not abiding, abide and abiding. Yeah, law abiding citizen, not like the movie, But I don't ever want to disturb others, my neighbors or people, from myself, because I am a guy who also respect when people, respect these kind of laws. So I am thinking I'm a good citizen. I personally don't want to commit crimes. I want to be busy with my work. I have my social status. So I want to maintain that. But some people get into your life and always like, hey bro, you want to go and get into something wild stuff? Maybe let's go into this rave party and stuff. And these people are in trouble. Maybe they don't mean it, but they take you to a level. Or let's say Alpacino, that, like when he said something like in this movie Carlitos, where like the moment I was out, I thought I was out, and they pull me back right in, right? I forgot that exact line, but my favorite film, Alpacino, man, what a guy. Okay, what a legend. De Niro and Al Pacino, two of my favorite actors. So when people keep taking you back, let's say you have this cycle, where you hang out with your guys. Some of them are toxic. Some of them have family, they have wives and stuff, but they still cheat. And sometimes, like they do these weird things, and they invite you and they don't respect you. You say, I don't want, I'm sorry, You say no, but they still keep pushing. And they're like, come on, man, take it. I hate those kind of people. Guys or girls, they are spoiled. I don't have a respect for them, because when I say no, no means no. If you're my friend, if you call yourself as a friend, okay, if you don't respect that space that I have, I will cut you off from my life, because I feel I have a right to live the way I want. Let's say I want to smoke shisha and stuff, okay, it's fine, I like shisha. But let's say you guys are like, hey man, let's get into somewhere, like, it's a dark place, let's get into some illegal things. Never. If you ask me at late night, let's go for racing and stuff, man, we were at this age once, young and stuff, reckless. That time we could afford these little mistakes, but now we are all senior citizens. Not senior citizens, but 40 something, So I want to not do things that doesn't suit my age. It's not just age thing, but things that will look very bad, that will look really awful on me, and you will be in that space that, let's say you are dating someone, and some of your ex come back, and they were toxic, or you had very bad fights with them, but they suddenly say, hey man, I've changed, I'm like a good person, let's be friends. Never say yes, because they are your ex for a reason. They are not your why. Okay, they are your ex for a reason, and you just perhaps don't remember what went wrong, and then you realize, like, they probably had too many buddies that they were doing with, or they were indisciplined. Maybe they were having worse, the rage. Women, some of you may think women are weak. Oh no, with full due respect, women are very strong. They're way stronger than men. They can build your life, they can take you from here to here. Good women will do that, and they will like treat you like a king if you're lucky, and they will take you successful from broke guy. I've seen so many examples, like I've seen many couples, real lives, in the movies, in everywhere. Great women can make you a god, but the other side, flip side, some of the women who have temper issues, they have bad manners, they have literally, like, they have some sickness in them, they have some, like, even men also have, obviously, rage, ego, they have this thing like we are superior to everybody else. You'll see they're not happy, and they will turn you from a happy guy to a guy that you always constantly angry, get into fight with people, and you just always, like, in a bad mood, you misbehave with your children, you hit them sometimes, and this is so bad. Sometimes you don't realize that you're falling so low, and from your side, if you have mistakes, you have shortcomings, let's say you're a bad temper guy, you just realize one day, man, maybe I shouldn't scream, it's bad for my health and bad for outside people, maybe I should just not speak, maybe I shouldn't get into conversations, maybe I should stay away from people so I don't hurt them. You can do that, but you cannot as long as you're staying with this kind of negative energy people, let's say you're staying under the same roof, your partner, whatever, and they are a toxic person. What is a toxic person? They are not happy. They don't trust anybody because they are not trustworthy. People who constantly lie, people who are constant need, they're needy, and they are always like, as long as you say yes, they love you, they're great. But moment you say no, you see the other face, which is like the devil. Okay, they will show you hell. They will show you what cheating looks like, what deep down someone puts a dagger, like of a antitrust or something. You see these things will hurt you, this thing will destroy you, they will take away mental peace. Never go back to a place where you were not happy. Never go to a place where you are not who you were really genuinely supposed to be. Maybe you are this other version of yourself who is just always, people look at you like, hey, this guy's triggered, this guy is always speaking of other people. Maybe that's not who you're meant to be. Maybe you're a better person than that, right? So the whole goal of life as you grow up, it's not just heading towards the obvious, the final destination, but it's also to learn one thing. This is what I'm getting from life. Learn one thing. Second thing is become improved version of yourself. Not just show people. A lot of people show I'm a better person, so much mature, I don't make the mistakes. You go down and, not go down. You just go and see them, follow them in their real life, what they do. They are worse than ever, right? So you don't want to be there. I personally don't judge. You have full right to live by yourself, like live by your rules. Whoever you are, it's your choice. But when it comes to my life, my rules, my privacy, my choices, okay? So make sure if you have this kind of toxic people in your life, may it be a guy, girl, and a friend or girlfriend, whatever, if you are gonna go back to that same, what is it called, whirlwind or something like that, in the ocean, sometimes they have the storm, like a hurricane or something, or typhoon, so the water starts going there and then they suck things inside. That is a trap that you don't want to be in. It's like, I can tell you, man, there was a time I was very, very engaged and always on like a busy life, dating, this and that. It was great times. I used to always tell you guys I had a great dinner, and I had this great time. But this other side, when we had fights, man, I can just tell you, man, the thing is how frustrated you feel, and there's no solution. There's always a problem for each solution. You just do not know what you did wrong. Or it's just a simple matter that you talk to your friend and your phone was busy, and even give proof. I was talking to my friend for 1 hour as a screenshot, and they still say, why do you pick your friend over me? There is just no space for this kind of people in your life. And I'm telling you, at first it seems cute, but you'll see one point you cannot do anything that you want to do. You cannot be a human being. You have to be someone's pet. You have to be at someone's mercy. You have to be always pleasing someone. This is a bad energy. This is a terrible energy. This is the kind of thing that will destroy you, will age you, and you'll be at very peak happiness once. You'll be like, oh man, I am flying high. But sometimes you'll also feel that you're falling so low. No matter what you're trying, you cannot sleep at night. You are having sleepless nights. You drink, you smoke, and you go like getting fights with people and stuff, and you harm yourself. And the other person, they just smile like the devil. They show that they care, but they don't actually care for you. If they care for you, they'll never lie to you. They'll never break your trust. They'll never get you triggered. Good partners always, say sorry. If you see that person, never admit their fault. Never say sorry to you. You know that they don't care for you. Just watch people, man. You'll learn a lot of things. Second thing I want to finish with, this last point, is this whole culture of, I don't want to use that word of, let's say you want to praise someone too much. You just, get into the people say too many compliments, You just say, man, sir, you're so great. I love your work. You're the best. And they go like, you are so awesome. And you get this, you're the best reviewer, blah, blah. I hear this a lot, but sometimes people don't mean it. And it, sometimes people are just jealous of you sometimes, or they hate your guts. They just hate you. You didn't do anything to them. Whatever your energy, it bothers them, right? In my case, if someone's energy bothers me, I just slowly unsubscribe and move away. I don't go like bad mouthing about them, okay? Because for me, why? Because if you are a certain personality, let's say you are an Argentina fan and I'm a Brazil fan, just hypothetically, I'm a German football team fan, but they now are now not so good. But anyway, I see people fighting like Argentina, Brazil, and Bangladesh. People don't even, those teams don't even know Bangladesh exists. Until recently, Argentina, they know Bangladesh is. But imagine you are Argentina fan, I'm Brazil, and I post on my profile that I think Brazil is a better team, they're gonna win. And then this guy comes and then start fighting over in my profile. Kick them out of your life immediately, bro. No disrespect, this kind of stupid things. It's a fun argument, it's like an honest argument, it's okay. You can say, I think Argentina is going to win. Great. But the respect from colleagues, friends, acquaintance, I don't know what's that word, and then whoever, your life partner, whoever. If your respect is missing, man, if people make fun of you, mock you in public in front of others, or they try to be over smart and they say things that you pick up, that this guy said, like, you're always like, you love, you have this great watch collection, hat, you like this kind of things, you like to show your food pictures. Sometimes these are not compliments. I do things what I enjoy. This is my life, my money, my decisions, right? And my intention, I know. My intention is to spread happiness. I share stupid memes and videos all day. I enjoy them. If I had laughter, I want to share that laughter with the world. Life is too unpredictable, and it's just a very short, brief period of time we are here, If I can make someone smile, there's just like priceless thing. I share 1,000 memes every day, and it's harmless. And if someone is annoyed, you can leave, no problem. But this is the thing, those people who constantly badmouth about you, these are not the worst people. The worst people in life are the ones who are around you. They always make their words sweet, like sugar talk. And they always say that, hey, I'm always there, you're my best friend, and you're awesome, you're the best. What else do they say? They say like, I really love the way you do this. But actually, they are doing this for a few reasons. One thing is, they hate you. It sounds insane, but sometimes people do that, but they cannot show they hate you, but they go in a private chat box and then talk about you. Do you bother? No, it doesn't bother you, concern you. But recognize these people. Second thing, they want to get something out of you because they want to stay with your trusted circle or cycle, or not circle, because you're happening. Maybe you have a group, you have a premise where you can promote their business, or they can get sales out of you, something like this, just giving like very obvious. And sorry, I'm wearing this hat for a very long time. Let's just take it off for a while. Yeah. Okay, sorry. Yeah, so basically, like, some people have some intentions, and when you are not in the picture, let's say you are not very rich, or you cannot do anything for them, many people don't even bother messaging you. They only message you when they need you. Some this kind of friends, right? So this kind of people, when I have seen many people, and it's like nothing wrong with being selfish, because this is the world, this is how it is right now. People are very selfish, self-driven. People don't ask how you are. You always ask them how are they, and they say I'm fine. They come and tell you their whole day. They take out their frustration, and then they use you as a green mile. But in return, they don't listen to you. When you are feeling down, when you call them, they're like, we're busy. Okay, they don't give you time. They don't even see your message. I learned, like, time is so precious. When I see this kind of red flags, when they call me next, I will say, I am busy. I'm just having a smoke. Maybe I'm just doing nothing. I'm just doing this. I tell them, man, I am very busy day to day. Maybe later I'll let you know. I never ever message them back. Okay. These kind of things make people say that you are a horrible, rude human being. But you have to be picky. You have to be very, very, sure where you want to invest your time. Or, let's say you're going to go somewhere, pay for their food or coffee. Why? Why would you waste or spend time or money on people you don't even like? So learn to say no. Many of us are very introverts, we're socially awkward. I'm very socially awkward. There's been a time, this long time, I nowadays socialize sometimes, but I actually do not sit with people. I like have lunch and stuff only with my very few friends who I know. But I don't remember the last time I dated, I met people and stuff, but I'm very awkward, with women. Nowadays I feel weird, like I haven't dated for last 1 year or so, because I want to recover myself. I want to find myself. I don't want to immediately move on so fast. The reason being, if you are unsure, if you're just like lost and you just want to close that door, like you are not okay, but you don't want to admit it, you'll never be okay. This is what I believe, and I'm looking to do things, positive things, slowly recover, do my work, enjoy the other aspects of life. I'm much stronger than before. So when you are struggling with depression or something that bothers you, you are a narcissistic survivor, like, abuse survivor, it is tough, man. When people are depressed, you cannot look at them and tell like these people are depressed. Depression is a very dark world. Once you get in there, only people know the extent to it, like inside the head. They might be the richest person. They have everything. You look at them like, hey man, this guy got a nice apartment going, got the land, money, great wife, kids. Why Chester Bennington was depressed? Do we know? No, we don't know. I love this guy a lot, man, this band a lot. There was a time, I still cannot process the fact that he's gone. And when I looked at him, he smiled, spending time with kids. You see these videos, right? And you don't really ever learn from this incident. Like, why was he, something was bothering him, right? Robin Williams, great icons, right? So I'm just saying, when you get into the dark place, you cannot recover from it. That's why people lose their screws and they become, not normal no more. The whole point is to stay in normal zone, live normal like other normal people, do normal things, and don't do things to please people or show them, get their validation. So my whole point, I'll finish with this point, is that get rid of people who are toxic, who are always bringing you back to negative energy, a place you don't want to be. Let's say you are maybe used to be in that place that you're in the dark world and used to do a lot of this, but you don't want to do that anymore. You want to be a better person. Move away from them. Choose good people, positive people. If there's no positive people, stay by yourself and make changes. Live your life, okay? Enjoy a healthy life. Second, get very close to people when they always charming and they always compliment you. Always look closely what they mean, the words and their actions. Definitely at some point you'll notice. If you just keep your eyes open, you'll see who are your real friends and who are not. If you have 1,000 friends, not all of them are real friends, okay? So I'm always giving you negative energy, perhaps, maybe you think, but I'm saying this, because sweet talk won't save you. What will save you is a good friend who can criticize you and can say, man, that looks bad on you, don't do that. Or it looks like cringe and you're just venting out in a wrong place, or you're doing this, like constant running and, showing off. It's not really good for your, image. I appreciate this kind of honest, advices sometimes when they say that, you are showing that you're too happy, it's not that you are really happy, you're just showing people. Why you have to show your ex? Or I say, I don't show to my ex. I just say that, I'm trying to be happy and positive. He said, be, as long as it's real, okay? Don't fall far from reality, bro, okay? Or sis, whoever is watching. If you cannot find happiness, that's because maybe you're living an artificial fake life, which is on social platform only. A lot of people, they post happy pictures, holidays, I'm eating breakfast, but they're not happy. Their husband likes someone else. You know what I mean? Or their wives are sleeping with someone else. Okay, these people, no matter how many times you should try to show the world you're okay, you're not okay. Address the point and walk away from those places where you are not respected, wanted, or loved. Have a nice day. Thanks for watching, and I am really grateful to you, those who watch these videos. I make these videos outside fragrance game. Also share my 2 cents as well as I feel better. Okay, take care, have a great day, and drink plenty of water if you are living in the summers. Okay, see you soon. Bye bye.